our focus is on the city and the parish of New Orleans, Louisiana. It is a beautiful city. It was a beautiful city before the hurricane, and it's now a beautiful city because with its music, with its food, with its entertainment, it is a very European, it's a very cosmopolitan, it's a very international city. Hundreds of years people have come to New Orleans, sought their fame, their fortune through the hospitality industry, through the food industry, through the entertainment industry. It provides a wide variance of all the talents that what makes that city and what makes this country great. People around the world recognize that.
The EB-5, employment-based fifth visa category, benefits the city of New Orleans, it benefits the United States. There's a strong component to create jobs. Under the EB-5 program, the first and foremost is that an international immigrant investor's investment through NobleOutReach has to create jobs for the U.S. economy. Second is it has to be an investment in a for-profit enterprise. And then third, a community rebuilding, a community of New Orleans that had significant devastation and dramatic economic impacts as a result of Hurricanes Katrina, Gustav, and others affecting this city significantly.
Unfortunately, the devastation that Hurricane Katrina and other hurricanes have brought over the years, the city has survived in some aspects. In other aspects, it was devastated. One of the ways that we wanted to help rebuild the city was to take the EB-5 program, and by investing in the EB-5 program, it allows capital to come to that city to help rebuild in a small segment of that city, hotels, restaurants, looking at the gaming industry, we look at the port industry, we look at those things that made that city great and somehow need extra capital to get back into doing that.
The best economic development that I can think of right now is creating a better quality of life for this city so that people want to be here, they want to invest here.
Bart Hungerford and I came together probably 7 or 8 years ago with the idea of looking at doing a regional center. And our focus at that time was pretty much on the Gulf of Mexico. When Hurricane Katrina hit and devastated the Gulf region, our focus was switched to basically focusing on New Orleans.
We had a most interesting hearing a couple weeks ago with NobleOutReach being present, and we really appreciated them coming in and really educating the public about their work on behalf of the city and also about this very interesting program called EB-5.
Congress put in place U.S. legislation and legislated into law the aspects of the EB-5 program.
Through a very interesting program like immigration, it's allowing people to come back to New Orleans. It's allowing people from France. It's allowing people from Germany. It's allowing people from Spain. It's allowing people from Asia, from Japan, from Korea. We have people from every continent in the program, with the exception of Antarctica. Perhaps one day we'll have somebody from there. Who knows?
We do have some special guests in the audience. I'd like to recognize Mr. Bart Hungerford and Mr. Tim Milbrath, the President and Vice President of NobleOutReach.
Most importantly, I want to welcome and thank NobleOutReach. This is an exciting project. We want to welcome you to Algiers with open arms. In talking to you, we know that this project is off to a fast and quick start. And the AEDF has worked very closely with NobleOutReach to make this a real project.
The EB-5 stands for employment-based. The employment B is the base, and there's 5 levels. And I'm not an immigration attorney, but there's an EB-1, EB-2, and what have you, and they're various categories. But it means that an investment can come in, and because our job is to basically hire people with that investment. By taking that investment, we look for jobs. Our number one concern, that if there's nothing that you get out of what I'm saying, the number one concern of this investment is to create jobs, is to revitalize troubled jobs, troubled businesses, but to create jobs with this investment. We really focus on those jobs because that's the number one criteria. That's what we're here. That's our charter. Every day we think of how we can take that investment to create a job.
I can't say enough about NobleOutReach and what they're doing here today. I really want to thank you for what you're doing for Algiers, and we're going to keep moving forward trying to make Algiers the best place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, NobleOutReach.
This program is a program that is amazingly a win-win for everyone involved. It's a win for the immigrant investor. It's a win for the immigrant investor's family. It's a win for the city of New Orleans. It's a win for the people that get employed by the businesses that the capital is injected and invested in. It's a win for the city, a win for the state, a win for the United States, and I think ultimately a win for the immigrant investor. It's a wonderful program.
I do also want to really thank Noble Outreach. Y'all have been tremendous.
And I want to thank Noble Outreach for taking this property that's been an eyesore forever in Algiers and turning it into commerce.
Noble Outreach is a wonderful program that works underneath a absolutely phenomenal U.S. federal program, immigration program, that allows really three things to happen. Very specifically, creates jobs in America, creates economic development and economic prosperity for U.S. companies, and reaches out into the community as a rebuilding effort in those communities and an increase in tax base for the city of New Orleans and Orleans Parish.
As you all remember, many of you were here when those buildings over the past 19 years were here and were eyesores to all of us driving up and down General de Gaulle here. But we took those down as we talked about doing. I like to tear things down, but I do much more like to build up productive assets. We not only tore those blighted buildings down and got rid of light in this city. As you can see, equipment's on site. This is groundbreaking, and hopefully a little over a year from now, we'll be all opening the door to a wow restaurant, conference center, training facility that'll be out here on the front side, and a hotel on the back side. So it'll be not only a community serving, community center, conference space, training facilities, not only for the police department, local businesses, federal city. We look to attract all that here.
I do believe what makes this country great is our immigration system. It brings so many different aspects into our society, be it the arts, be it the entertainment, be it the athletics. You can't move anywhere in the United States that you don't see the influence of other cultures. I think history will show in the next 5 to 10 years that New Orleans is a wonderful place to invest, a wonderful place to come visit, it's a wonderful place to raise your family, and it's a wonderful place to say, yes, I'm a part of that city. And I think that's what makes our program a good program to think about and hopefully invest in.
Thank you.